Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Even though you've tried to resist it your life, you still can't move the figure from your window. The unborn capitalist from Limbo. There'll come a day when your brain clicks like a claw, and you'll tear down your apartment to be rid of the unborn capitalist from Limbo.
So lovely. Cory Hanson live on KEXP, the title track from the new album, The Unborn Capitalist from Limbo. Cory's going to change guitars now.
Okay, this song's called Replica. looking for a way to make it right. Look into the mirror and it stares back from your eyes. Sorting through the images, you age for several hours. Slept along the river and snuck out of paradise. Looking through the memories of someone else entirely. You forgot your mother and your father and yourself, and your father and yourself. You wouldn't know if you looked me in the eye. We're burning at two different times, falling into a deep hole in the earth, hiding below the tree the hermit and the madman dying fortuneless alone. Underneath the river comes a cloudy rubber figure, forged within a tortured hand and dreamt up by a world. He was dreamt up by a world. You wouldn't know if you looked me in the eye. Just to get by. You wouldn't know if I looked you in the eye. The truth will lead us both alive.
Cory Hanson live on KEXP. That sounded magnificent. Wow, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Cory, you have some wonderful musicians here with you today. Heather on viola and vocals with you, and Evan on drums and percussion. And Lee here on bass was here with you in July, playing with Wand.
That's right.
One of your other projects. And of course, you were here in January of last year with Ty Segall and the Muggers.
Yeah.
And you're one of those eponymous Muggers.
Yes.
Suffice it to say, you're a very, very busy gentleman. And
I guess so.
this new album, The Unborn Capitalist from Limbo, is this your first solo project, or at least under your own name?
Yeah, it is.
With you being busy with so many musical outlets, I'm curious what creative outlet this filled for you, and how long has this been in the making, even in your mind and in reality?
I guess, well, it was in my mind for a long time. I feel like a lot of these songs were songs that I came up with while we were writing the Wand records, but they didn't seem to really fit anywhere or ever get finished. And so they were sort of these half-born thoughts, things in my head that I thought, like, well, let's just string them together and see what happens. And I guess, like, I thought I'll just, or like sort of use strings to kind of glue all the songs together and give them this, like, breathe life into them. And so I called Heather, who we went to school together, and she arranged all the strings, and yeah.
The strings are such a beautiful element in this record, gives it such a lush sound. And you were playing, is that a nylon string guitar over there?
Yeah.
On that first song, also gives it a different sound than you're used to hearing sort of in the rock world.
Yeah. I guess I would. It was a huge ear break for me, you know, from going from playing in Wand and with Ty to just playing mostly acoustic music, to where we're always kind of negotiating our relationship acoustically with a room, with an actual space, instead of just trying to like demolish the whatever theater or show space that we're playing in. And instead, like, it's a lot easier to form a relationship with different spaces when you're just, like, actually interacting acoustically. I don't know. Not that I'm going to just make acoustic music from now on, but it's just interesting. I don't know.
It sounded when you were describing about thinking of this solo project for a while that the difference in your head of the stuff that didn't fit on Wand was lyrically, even though the sound of the album with the strings and the acoustic nature is somewhat different. Is there a different lyrical thread or story in this record?
Yeah, well, I figured I ought to take some more liberty with the kind of lyrical writing that was going on at the time with Wand, and try to branch out and do things that were more about things that I was reading about, things that were like maybe like more like actually happening in the real world or something. And so I made this record with pretty fearful lyrics that are, maybe it's a little bit darker than the Wand records, even though they're very similar in a lot of ways in terms of content, but it's a lot more direct. I feel like the Unborn Capitalist from Limbo, in terms of like the content.
And then you put your name on it.
And then I put my name on it.
Again, the album, The Unborn Capitalist from Limbo, it came out on Drag City in November. Cory Hanson is here live in the KEXP studios. You have another song?
Yes. Okay, this song's called Evening Glass.
the dreaming. Look in the glass, breath on the screen, furniture hiss on the ceiling. Wander the hallways that you've never seen. Nothing is left but uranium fields. You are the officer, you hold the key. Now we love. You can hear it swelling in your head. You can hear them throwing up there. There are things you cannot comprehend. Please keep your thoughts squandered and say, hide me away till you need me. Lay in the grass, stare at your feet. Truth in the absence of meaning. Follow the world that I want you to see. The one full of colorful uranium fields. You build the coffins around here, so it's been. Now we You can hear them pouring up there to commit to formlessness again. Can you still remember where the
Cory Hanson live on KEXP. Heather, you told me that you wrote and arranged the strings on this record and also played on the Unborn Capitalist from Limbo. And earlier you told me that this was a really fun project, and I'm just curious what made it so enjoyable to work on this record.
Well,
Nothing like putting you on the spot right in
good
front of Cory.
music, number one. I have this little triangle. It's like good music, good money, or good people. And 2 out of the 3 have to be a yes.
Which 2 was it?
No, for this one, it was
Good looking, good money.
good looking. And this one just like was so fun. Everyone was so nice.
I feel like
Good music.
For the most part, it was just you and I, like sitting on your
Messing
porch
around,
and
yeah.
drinking a lot of coffee,
Totally.
and just
Playing. Yeah.
a lot.
And then I distilled it and wrote it down. And
And here we are.
And a lot of it was actually written via a program called Note Flight,
oh yeah.
which Heather would write arrangements on and then send me while I was on tour.
It's like a website.
with the
I
muggers.
just send him a link and be like, here's the next score. Check it out.
So, yeah, check out Note Flight if you're looking to write.
Quick, easy.
It's crazy.
It pretty much programmed all the strings for us. And yeah, so it was a very easy record to make.
It's
We
crazy.
made it in like a couple minutes, really.
I don't
It's like a month.
It's weird to think of you in the Muggers Ty Segall headspace and then working on this beautiful acoustic music or getting an email with these string arrangements.
Yeah. No, they're pretty similar in a lot of ways. Once you get inside of I started off, I feel like, doing acoustic stuff. The first acoustic shows I ever played were with Ty, which is where I sort of kind of got this idea, which is kind of interesting.
He does kind of do it all.
Yeah. Or I guess we just then were in this really heavy, freaky band for a minute called the Muggers. But then now, obviously his new record is very acoustically treated. This record is all acoustically treated.
And you did mention there's a new Wand record already? Or
I
still
didn't say
working on
anything
it?
about that. I don't know what you're
All
talking
right.
about.
Okay.
I don't know where you must have heard someone else say something about there's no Wand record. There will never be another Wand
Forget
record.
I said that. We've got Cory Hanson live here in the KEXP studios, and time for one more song.
Okay, the song's called Ordinary People. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Ordinary people took my mother from me, put her in a bag and sent her floating in space. And if you looked into my eyes, could you see that I was afraid? I know what makes you smile, and you know what makes me cry. We're so easy to break. Ordinary people fornicate in thin air, do their best to drown each other in water. And if you looked into my eyes, could you see I'm naked and shamed? I know what makes you smile, and you know the things I hide. We're so easy to break. Fill the air, scream your head on the ground, let it all go. Fill the air, watch the sun falling down, let them all go. Fill the air, leave them with no respect, 'cause they're all just creatures in the air. Ordinary people. Ordinary people. Ordinary people. Ordinary people.
Cory Hanson live on KEXP, the Unborn Capitalist from Limbo, the brand new album out on Drag City Records. Always great to see you. Thank you all so much for coming in.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Thank
You sound great. You've got to tune to KEXP Seattle. Yay. Wow, that was gorgeous. I wish you could play the whole record today. Discover new music at listenerpoweredkexp.org.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?